Oh, that my heart may be dressed in white. That was her grandmother's nightly whisper, a quiet benediction that lingered like incense in the dark. Hand over heart, eyes to the cracked ceiling of their crumbling home in crisis-torn Jos, Nigeria. She spoke it not as habit but as hope. Outside the world burned, flesh, forests, and futures. But inside she dressed her heart in white, as if purity could defy bullets, as if prayer could rebuild what fire devoured. Siwamilo never understood. Siwamilo doesn't know what happened when one night she heard her grandma adding more words to her usual every night words. Oh, that my heart may be dressed in white, washed by the blood of the Lamb. It wasn't just a prayer anymore, it was armor. A white robe in a world painted in red. Siwamilo had always thought it strange. Blood doesn't clean, white never lasts in dust and death. But that was before the night everything changed. It was a day for celebration. Siwamilo had passed her university entrance exams. Cassava bread in the oven, banana leaf crowns on the heads of giggling siblings. Her father, a preacher, sang hymns louder than the crickets that normally ruled the dusk. That night fire came. Men with masked faces and unmasked hate stormed in with guns and shouting hatred in the name of God. They did not knock. They set homes aflame. Screams echoed like thunder. Smoke choked the stars. Siwamilo survived. But she saw her little brother, legs too short to outrun the bullets, collapse like a broken promise. Her father, the humble preacher, ran to shield the children, but they caught him, and Siwamilo saw her father crucified on their mango tree, still singing. And when the silence came, Siwamilo was the only one left. But her heart was no longer hers. It was a grave, a cavern of rage, ashes where joy once bloomed. Siwamilo, whose name meant I am surprised, was not just surprised, she was shattered. She wandered. She begged. She stole. She cursed God, cursed the prayers, cursed the white robe her grandmother imagined. She sold fragments of her soul just to feel again. Then, one night, bruised and breathless, she stumbled into the ruins of a burned-out church. Charred pews, shattered pulpit, but the cross remained. She collapsed beneath it and wept until dawn. And in that aching silence she heard it, not with ears but with soul. Oh, that my heart may be dressed in white, washed by the blood of the Lamb. It was her grandmother's voice, not desperate but deliberate. Not a prayer for purity but for wholeness. Not a plea to forget pain, but a vow not to be defined by it. Then came a woman named Grace. She walked into the church like light stepped into shadow. She smiled with the peace of someone who had survived their own fire. Siwamilo, hollowed by hate, asked her, "How do you smile when the world has burned everything?" Grace didn't answer with words. She simply handed her a robe, white as clouds, and whispered, "Because I was washed in the blood of Jesus." That night, Siwamilo couldn't sleep. She clutched the robe like a lifeline. And for the first time in years, she prayed. No lofty words, just a groan from the grave within her. "Jesus, if you still wash hearts like mine, take this hatred. Take it before it takes me." And something broke. Or maybe something opened, like prison doors swinging wide. She didn't become perfect, but she became reborn. A dressed heart, she learned, is not a dead one. It is a deliberate one. One that refuses to wear rage, even when rage feels justified. One that chooses to remember the fire, but not be consumed by it. She rose. She began with children, orphans like her. She told them stories of her family, not of their deaths, but of their love. She taught them to read, to plant seeds in burned ground, to paint where bullets once sang. And above the shelter's door, she carved her grandmother's words. "Oh, that my heart may be dressed in white, washed by the blood of the Lamb." The shelter became a school. The school became a sanctuary. The sanctuary became a movement. And across Jos, across Nigeria, hearts began to change. Not because she was strong, but because Jesus was stronger. Before her final breath, Siwamilo lay beneath the same mango tree where her father had been crucified. Now, it bore fruit. Now it gave shade. Surrounded by those she had raised, she whispered, "May your heart wear white, even in a world that worships red." This is not just Siwamilo's story. It's yours. It's the story of everyone who has carried pain deep enough to rot the soul. It asks, What color is your heart wearing today? What legacy will rise from your ashes? What truth will your life and death reveal? Let the fire come, but let your heart choose white. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23. Before she passed, Siwamilo left a note in her weathered Bible. I was dressed in white not because I was clean, but because he washed me. Let your heart wear heaven's robe. Guard it. Keep it. Let the world see it and tremble. What is your heart dressed in today? And if it's not white, are you ready to let Jesus wash it?